Gentlemen, the internet loves to ask the question, who's the prize, men or women? Today's culture, this is a debate that sparks countless arguments and memes and friggin' talk shows, which is pretty funny. But today, my challenge is to have you think about it differently. Instead of treating it like a competition, let's reframe the conversation. Men and women are both the prize, but in a unique and complementary way. In this video, we're going to explore what makes men and women both valuable in their own rights. By the end of this video, you'll understand the differences isn't just about respect, it's about building a better foundation for our relationships and our lives. So, let's get at it. Hey, I'm Rob Johnson. I want to welcome you to the Legacy Gentleman channel. On this channel, every day we talk about the values, skills, and works that will be admired and desired 1,000 years from now. And man, when you do that, you, sir, will be a legacy gentleman. Today, like I said, we're talking about who's the prize? Which one of y'all? Which one is it, men or women? The problem with asking the question, who's the prize, is that it splits men and women against each other, right? It creates a division where there really should be unity. Instead of appreciating our uniqueness and our roles, we end up competing with each other to try to prove who's more important. And what we end up doing is taking those qualities that should be uniquely women and putting them on men to try and prove our value. And we should take those qualities that should be uniquely men and we put them on women and they use that to prove their value. And it's all messed up. It's like comparing a hammer to a nail or a paint to the canvas. These are things that should be working together because they have different purposes and each one serves their own purpose and they will lose effectiveness without the other. See, look guys, when we treat men and women like they're adversaries instead of partners, we really miss the beauty of what we were designed to be. That is why it is important to understand what each of us bring to the table. So let's start with men. Biblically speaking, we're called to be leaders, providers, and protectors. And look, these aren't just roles. These are legitimate biblical responsibility. Starting with leadership. In Ephesians 5:23, it says, "For a husband is the head of his wife, as Christ is the head of the church." This doesn't mean domination. It does mean to lead with love and humility and as a servant at heart. And if you don't remember, Christ died for the church. When it comes to protector, man, you find that in Psalms 82, verses 3 and 4. It reminds us to defend the weak and the fatherless, uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed. Men are called to be protectors, not just physically, but emotionally, morally, and yes, spiritually. To be the provider, see, provisions are talked about in 1 Timothy verses 5, verse 8, and it is very clear. It says, anyone who does not provide for their relatives, and especially their own household, he should be denied the faith, and even worse than unbelief. Yeah, that's the men. That's why deadbeat dad is a thing, and that's why a man who doesn't provide for his household, he just sits around and makes his wife and children work, is seen terribly. Being the prize for a man isn't about entitlement. It is about stepping into these responsibilities. A man who leads with integrity, protects with courage, and provides with dignity. That dude is truly the prize. Now let's talk about women. The Bible gives us a beautiful blueprint of a virtuous woman in Proverbs 31. She's strong, she's wise, she's nurturing, she's industrious, and she is a true prize in really every sense. Verse 13 and 14, it highlights her industrious nature. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She brings her food from the altar. And she's resourceful, hardworking, and ensuring her family strives. So hey, men are still the provider, but the woman is industrious. She finds a way to still earn money. And she finds a way to still bring stuff into her family. That's what a woman is also supposed to do. That's a prize. She doesn't sit around and just look pretty. And she also isn't the sole breadwinner. What kind of effect does a woman who's a prize have on her family? Proverbs 31 verse 28 beautifully captures her impact. See, her children rise and call her blessed. Her husband also, he praises her. Her strength comes from her ability to nurture and uplift everybody around her. See, look, a Proverbs 31 woman is a beacon of wisdom, kindness, and strength. She complements her husband's leadership, not challenges it, and creates a partnership, not a competition, so that both of them have balance and are powerful. Here are the key takeaways. Men and women are both the prize, but there's a difference in the way that prize is. Men are excel at leadership, protection, and provision, while women bring wisdom, strength, and nurturing love. Together, that forms really the complete picture. Think about it like this. It's like building a house, right? You have to have a strong foundation that's steady, but it's also designed to bear weight. Women are the walls and the roof. They provide the warmth, the beauty, the protection from the elements in life and storm. And they also turn a structure to a home. One isn't better than the other. They're complementary to each other. And you need both of them to turn that house into a home. And men, when you actually embrace these differences, we move away from this competition toward cooperation. And that's what true partnership is. And that's what you truly need to have a lasting and wonderful marriage. Both of you, men and women out there, if you're like, oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to be married, the Bible is very clear that men and women are designed to work together. See, Genesis 2:18 says, the Lord said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. This isn't about subservience, it's about partnership. And it's a partnership that both the man and the woman needs. And guys, also remember that Galatians 3:28 reminds us that there is neither Jew nor Gentile, nor slave nor free, nor male nor female, for all are one in Jesus Christ. These verses show us that while men and women have their different roles, they are equally valuable in God's eyes. There's a unique strength that is meant to complement each other and not to compete with each other. So gentlemen, here's the bottom line. The question is, who's the prize? And understanding that both men and women are valuable prizes in their own right. Men lead, protect, and provide, while women nurture. They lift you up. And they guide you with the wisdom that a lot of women do have. And together, we create a far greater life than we could when we were alone. And guys, God did not make either one of us to be alone. So instead of competing and saying women ain't equal, so women you get down and men are useless without women, we need to understand and celebrate our differences. Let us embrace the role and honor each other for the contributions that each have, and the greater that we can all do when we work together. We build stronger families, we build stronger communities, and we build a better future. Because if you don't know, man, God has made us this way. We need each other, and society is better when we're working together. So men, be awesome. Be the best you can be. And until next time, go be legendary.